You are now politicking with Po on PoPolitickin.com.
I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean?
I'm known for it. Catalyst of beef, inherit the drama daily, stand tall and carry chrome for it. Sling shots like David, rock 'em to sleep, magazines carry stones for it. Dedicated to the giants and the tyrants, motherfucker, take me to your boss. Play with big money, fam took a heavy loss. A Millie Stacko, my brother made a quarterback in Baltimore, throwing bullets for the birds, Joey Flacco. Blam hammers for the currency, currently never talking past life. What your stash like? Blast to your ass, sleeping better than your last night. Doctor telling wifey this is probably your last night. Get the family together, whatever's clever, Beretta spin a few. My gun talk king, move niggas like a Martin Luther speech. Grind till I got that Martin Luther reach. So sit back and roll something, let us shoot a preach. Click squeeze, I pop it with these. Pump shotty, catch you in the lobby, I cock it and let it sneeze on you. Forgiving reason to kill you. Forgiving reason to feel you. Up full of hollow heads, gotta keep the demons in the hollows fed. Tip a bird, nigga, for the bread. Forgiving reason to kill you. Kill, 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 kill. I crush anybody, splash on your residence. Let the 47 spark a tsunami for presidents. A few stacks of those will wash away bodies and evidence. I trade dummies for dollars, who got the better sense? Move with the purpose, 9 million with the beam, illuminate the surface. Bullets travel deep, preparing for battle, keep minds loaded for the scrimmage. I bangs out dolo, no cameras, fuck the image. Get stung with the Nina between the rock and the hard place. Shot into the spinal, did him like Ricky or Scarface. Or anybody black when the narc chase. Mix the pain with the venom and medicine, keep my darts laced. Barrel to your temple, speeding up your heart's pace. Blow the fifth on competition for the profit. In the process of elimination, blood spills. Get your life taken by a particular set of skills. Talk to them. Click squeeze, I pop it with these. Pump shotty, catch you in the lobby, I cock it and let it sneeze on you. Forgiving reason to kill you. Forgiving reason to feel you. Up full of hollow heads, gotta keep the demons in the hollows fed. Tip a bird, nigga, for the bread. Forgiving reason to kill you. Kill, 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 kill. Click squeeze, I pop it with these. Pump shotty, catch you in the lobby, I cock it and let it sneeze on you. Forgiving reason to kill you. Kill, 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 kill.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, Google Play, type in PoPolitickin. Listen to some of our interviews for the past 11 years. 1212, I'm in place to be with Precyce. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Why they call you Precyce?
Well, it's a name that was given to me by a couple of my friends back home in New York. Precyce Politix. I said it in a freestyle one time, and they said that would be a dope name. So it was better than the current name that I had. So 13 years later, it's history.
What was the name you had before?
Oh God, man, it was so awful, dude. Like, it was explicit. It was pretty bad.
You said, oh, you want to say it, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what got you talk about your background? Like how long you been involved with music?
Like I said, about 13 years I've been involved with music. Started off as just me having a love for poetry, and I combined that with the love I had for music. My aunt, God bless the dead, she used to sing to me when I was a kid, and that got me like into music. So I've always been like a pretty decent writer. I used to like write short stories and stuff like that. And then like I said, I love poetry. So I kind of combined everything that I loved. And then I was like, well, if I combine all of this, what can I do with it? And then along came hip hop. And so that's why, a lot of my stories or a lot of my verses are like story based. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just a braggadocio rap, I'm still rapping about something. I'm not just rapping about rapping. Like, I'm not just like, oh yeah, my flow is this and my flow is that, and that's it. I'm actually, rapping about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and every rapper has to go through that. You go through the stage where you're just rapping about rapping, and then you start start to incorporate your real life stuff in it. You know what I'm saying?
So what is hip hop to you?
I mean, hip hop to me is, freedom of expression. Hip hop is, what I get dressed to in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hip hop is like, it allows me to breathe, man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I can't really talk about like I want to. Most of it is because of, the hood codes. Like, you can't really talk about it if you've seen it or if you've done it. But then it's like with hip hop, you can kind of put twists on it to where it's like, it doesn't have to be, it don't feel like snitching, or it doesn't feel like you're telling on yourself or nothing like that. Like, you're expressing stuff to, a rhythm, and, music touches everybody. You know what I'm saying? Music touches everybody and it can relate to everybody. So I feel like if you can put your struggle on record and you can put your stories on record, what you've been through, it'll definitely help out the next man or the next woman to not get involved, or if they are involved, to like maybe look for a better way. You know what I'm saying?
And then, do you remember the first album you bought? The first music album?
I remember the first single I bought. I think the first music album I bought was Tikal from Method Man.
What was the single?
The first single.
Yeah.
Say it again?
No, actually, what was the single? I heard you say that too.
Oh, the single was Showbiz and AG, Next Level.
Okay.
I bought that joint. And then, it had the DJ Premier remix on the back, and then it had the B-side single, like had the remix, and it had the instrumental to the remix. So I wrote my first rhyme to that. You know what I'm saying? It was like 12 bars. It was pretty bad, but it was 12 bars, and you start out, you don't just jump in the gym bench pressing 3-inch and change. You know what I'm saying? You got to work up to it.
Mm. And who were some of your influences? Your other influences?
Oh man, Big L, rest in peace. Prodigy, absolutely. Prodigy of Mobb Deep. And of course Raekwon the Chef. Like, if you mix all three of those artists at their strongest point, you pretty much get Precyce Politix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, what's your style? So I guess you saying that's your style.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, the thing with my style is, like, it's hard to just put it in a box, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the core, it's boom bap and it's street hop, you know what I'm saying? But I like to tell a lot of stories, and I like for each of my albums to sound like movies. So it's like I don't just write skits, like I write like actual scripts, and then I get actual voice actors and actresses to come in, and all the skits actually go together with the songs in a specific order. So it's like you're watching a movie. Like my latest album, Drug Politics, which is produced by Drugs Beats, Grammy-nominated Drugs Beats. That's like it's just like cinema. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just one of those. I mean, you could probably compare it to like a Hughes Brothers type joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those, menace to society type joints. But it's about it's about a drug dealer and how his life goes up and then goes back down again because of what he's doing. So I don't want to just put 17 or 16 songs together and be like, yo, here's an album, buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my style. Like, I like to try to give you something, mix the medicine with the food. What Prodigy used to say. It's like, yeah, I give you the hardcore boom bap, but there's messages and jewels on there too. You know what I'm saying?
And then I would say, what did you was talking about Drugs Beats? He was Grammy nominated. I said, for what songs? What album?
Well, he was Grammy nominated with his work with Dr. Dre on the Compton album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he's been in the game for a long time. He's touched a lot of hearts and a lot of ears, man. Just the other day, Pete Rock was, retweeted and shared one of Drugs Beats on Instagram and on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And then had like dialogue with him. Like, Drugs Beats been around for a minute, and he's been really grinding, and he really got his name out there. He got his brand popping. So when he reached out to me, like, it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
And then where you trying to take your, like, what's your goals for your career right now? What are you trying to do?
I just want to feed my family, man. Like when I was younger, I used to want to be like, I'd answer this question with like all types of flair. Like, yo, I want to be the best that ever was, the best that ever did it. I want to be, barbershop talk, and I want to be this and that. But, right now that I'm older and I've been involved in the business and I've been involved in, owning my own business, at the end of the day, I just want to feed my little man. And I just want to make sure that my wife's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure that, we're all good and I'm able to actually feed my family off my pen. Like, that's my number one goal. As far as the barbershop talk and becoming a legend, I'm going to be a legend in my own right. And if any type of hip-hop comes up, your name's going to come up if you're doing that real hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, the type of hardcore stuff, the type of stuff that, barbershops listen to. So, my name's going to come up in conversation regardless. But it's like right now, I'm all about understanding the business and being able to feed my family off my pen. So when I say I got to go clock in, that means I go in the booth. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that I got to go to my 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
And then what are some things about the business they need to know? The music business.
I mean, I'm still learning myself, honestly, but if you're going to be an independent artist, you have to understand that your journey is not like everybody else's. Just because that man didn't sign a contract doesn't mean that you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on this, you got to be independent, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. Or you don't want to be a slave to the industry. It's like, the people that you think are slaves to the industries, they clearing 7-8 figures easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad for a slave. And then it's like, if you're independent and you don't want to sign on a dotted line and you ain't really got no good reason except for the next man told you to do that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. All the successful independent artists that you see now that are independent and successful, they started off with a label somewhere. I mean, you pull up the Locks, they was on Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much any and every independent artist that's popping, they sign something somewhere. Like, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Even if you get a crappy deal just to start off with, if you get a company that's like trying to invest money in you, trying to invest money in your movement, and when I say invest money, I mean like they pay for your recording, they pay for your travel time, they even pay for your merch, and you get a percentage of it or whatever. I mean, they got more manpower than you do, no matter how much your pride tells you otherwise. So it's like you jump on that bandwagon, use that label and use their powers to, get your name out there to the point where you won't need a label no more, but you got to start out somewhere. That's like the best piece of advice I can give. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish somebody would have told me that earlier when I first started in my career. Like, things would have been so different right now. We'd have probably still been doing an interview, but I'd have probably, like, flew you out here or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd have been, like, more live. You know what I'm saying? But that's, like, my best. That's what I can give you. It's like your journey and everybody else's journey is your journey. So whatever decisions you make them and you stick to your guns and you stand on your own, too.
Well, you still fly me out if you want to. I'm cool with that.
Oh yeah, well I gotta get the bread though. See, that's what I'm saying. If somebody would have dropped those jewels on me back in the day, and I'd have took the first deal that came my way, maybe I'd have had the bread to fly you out. You know what I'm saying? That maybe it would have been a whole totally different conversation right now. But blessings are blessings. You know what I'm saying? Whether it comes in knowledge form or material form. You know what I'm saying? It's blessings. So maybe one day I'll still be able to fly you out. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta give me some time.
All right. Then what are some of your interests outside of music?
Well, I'm a personal banker.
Oh, for real?
And and financial advisor. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, like, with that's cool. It's the 9 to 5 and everything. But like, I'm all about. I think the best thing that I am right now, and the best thing that I'll ever be, is a dad. You know what I'm saying? As a father, like, my son, he just turned 2 years old. I never knew that a love like this could exist. You know what I'm saying? I saw my little man come into the world. I was in the delivery room. I actually helped deliver him because of complications with the epidural that my wife was suffering through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got a real special bond. So my interest outside of music is, my 9 to 5, which is, me being a personal banker to try to help people, especially my people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, my people, our people, we don't really get the information that we should, based off of the color of our skin or our disposition. So it's like I got that job so I can give everybody the straight 100% truth about everything, no matter what color you are. So, I mean, besides that interest, it's all about me being a dad, man. Just trying to be a better man for everything.
Now, say, what are some finance tips that you would give the listeners? You actually, I just interviewed another rapper a couple of months ago, and he was saying he do the same thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's like, yo, man, having a 9-to-5 before the rap stuff, it's like people don't like to talk about it because they think it's corny. I mean, your life ain't corny. Your life is your life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if somebody else think it's corny, that's whatever. They can't walk in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty dope to be able to put somebody in a house for the first time to help them with their mortgage. I think it's dope to be able to help somebody with their credit. So that ties in to answer your question. Finance tips, always have your credit good. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear a lot of rappers tell you that. I mean, they always want to give you the straight, oh, you got to grind, know what I'm saying? You got to grind, know what I mean? They want to give you the PC rapper version of stuff, which means they don't really know shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, I'm going to tell you straight up and down, have your credit good because it takes money to do this. You spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to maybe get back hundreds and to try to get your name out there for the notoriety. So later on, you can make thousands and thousands and thousands back. It's just like owning a business. You're going to start off in the red. And believe me, if you're trying to do this music shit right, you're going to start off in the red unless you got some people that's sponsoring you. Because it's going to take bread. You're not going to just walk up in the magical booth that you ain't got to pay studio time for. And producers ain't going to just give you beats for free. And then you got to learn how to do the paperwork right so everybody can get paid. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ain't jerking nobody, and especially you're not jerking yourself. Pause.
I was like, and then you was talking about, because I'm about to be a father pretty soon. So how did that change you? Like, what are some things you learned from being a father?
Well, first of all, man, I just want to say congratulations and God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing to be a dad, man. So you definitely got something to look forward to. And you think you love them now, but wait till you actually see him or her and they take their first breath, man. Like, it's going to take you on another level. As far as advice, go ahead and understand that you ain't never smelled nothing as bad as you about to smell now. That's number one. Number two, you know, you're going to be more emotional than you've ever been. So learn how to deal with that accordingly. Mm-hmm. And number three, you're about to be more protective than you've ever been. Like, you're going to see the world in a different light. You're going to see everybody around you in a different light. You're going to see your queen in a different light. You're going to see a lot of things differently, yo, you know, through the eyes of a father. So it's like, with that being said, you have to understand that everything you do from now on is going to be for that seed. It ain't going to be for you no more. You know, it ain't even really going to be for your wife no more. It's really going to be about your seed. You're going to say it's about your family, and it is about your family, but trust me, it's going to really be about that seed. Anything you do, anytime you think of something, anytime I pick up the pen right now when I write, I'm thinking about my son. Yeah. So he makes it into a lot of my rhymes, which makes my rhymes more real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my advice to you, just keep your heart open and understand you're going to go through a ton of different emotions that you ain't going to never knew that you had inside you. Just understand that that's how it is becoming a father, man.
Yeah, because I had stepkids before, but I never had like my own. This is like my own.
It's not.
I think that's the difference too.
Same.
Yeah,
it's not the same. Like people try to be all nice with the kid gloves on, like, oh well, you know, love is love. Nah. Love ain't love when it comes to that. I mean, you can love stepkids because you can try your best to love them, but when you have your own flesh and blood, and you see that little mini me walking around, and he following you and doing what you do, it makes you think about life a whole different way. It makes you think about what you do in a different way too. Even how you speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally different.
All right. And what would you like to leave your fans with? What would you like to your supporters?
Well, you know, thank you for all the support. Drug Politics is available right now on all platforms. You can download it. You can go to Bandcamp if you're real and download it from there, or you can order a special edition physical copy that'll be signed. And a new album produced by Sharp Cuts called Leave You Where I Find You. That's dropping this year too, sooner than you think. So, yeah, man, that's all I can. That's what I want to leave with my fans, man. Just thank you so much for supporting me. Definitely appreciate it. Keep supporting what you love. Don't worry about what the wave is. Understand that you're the wave and you're a tastemaker. A lot of people feel like tastemaking is like a job for somebody else in the industry. Nah, you the tastemaker because you decide on what's good and what's not based on your opinion. So if you like it, you bang it out. If you don't like it, you let it slide. You know what I'm saying?
And anybody just hearing about you through this interview, why should they go check you out?
Should definitely, check me out because number one, I'm actually saying something. It's actually jewels in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually dropping jewels. Like Drug Politics is pretty much an anti-drug album. You just got to listen to it to check it out. You see the protagonist, he's going through a whole lot ever since he decided to, become a street pharmacist. So it's like, you kind of see what he's going through and how his life changed. And it's like, I'll leave you with, red or blue pill. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you want to be a drug dealer, or do you feel like you might need to go another way? You know what I'm saying? Just, good beats. I definitely handpick my producers and handpick the beats. I make sure that if the beat don't move me, I don't think it's going to move you. So I may hear some dope beats, but I might pass them up because they might not be dope for me and for what I'm doing. Just good music, man. You should definitely at least check it out. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. 5 minutes of your time. But after 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure all right, let me check him out some more, or nah, I'm a pass.
All right, I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man. It was an honor.
Yeah, no doubt. You want to know what's your social media and everything? They can check you out?
Yeah, man. You can actually go to PrecycePolitics.com. That's PrecycePolitix. On Instagram, I am known as Cyce Boogie. That's CyceBoogie. On Facebook, it's Precyce Politics. And on Twitter, it's just Precyce. It's at Precyce, Precyce. Yo, what's going on, world? This is Precyce Politics representing the mighty, mighty Crossbones. Crossbones till we all bones, and I'm on here PoPolitickin. Keep it locked.
They talk something to them things, boom. 12 gauges, pistol gripping with the handle. We was serving during scary hours, legends with the scramble. My older bro was with it, we was Michael, Vic, and Randall. I do your thugs dirty if they try to stop us moving these pianos. I was Muscle, he was Lucky Luciano. A good kid, fast money turned him to a vandal. A fiend for the cash, a couple thousand for the sample. These niggas all liars, they got you thinking that we wash the money in the dryers. Fucking model types and clipping up the rob suppliers. Shit, never bite the hand that feeds you. The hawk could turn your baby daughter see-through. Chop your son up into pieces, mix him with the seafood. Calamari, little Johnny sleeping with the squid. Labels pay your niggas off to rap about the shit they never did. Dry snitching for the record like they facing bids. That type of shit to have a nigga blowing money on your fitted like they shopping lids, paying off the poppin' wigs. So think about it before you take it on consignment. Unless you wanna end up another shooter's assignment. I put a jewel up in the verse, I'm praying that you find it. Just me in the bars like solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, solitary confinement. Just me in the bars like solitary confinement. I hit you with the end and at the beginning, rewind it. And never let the money or the pussy get you blinded. And catch a couple felonies behind it. Or catch a couple shells, have the church ringing bells for you behind it. They run up in your funeral, snatch your auntie's wig off. Throw a couple rounds up in the preacher, let the cig off. All because of money plus the work you couldn't get off. Precyce Politics, drugs, beats, here's the lift off.
Drugs on the street, drugs on the beat, dope in the booth, slugs for the beef.
What's bad? What's bad? Cop and go, what you waiting on? Playing them corners with them phasers on. 30 shot 11s with them lasers on. We hooking niggas up the machines, sleeping while it's beeping, get your pages on. And now you advise you to get it how you live it though.
And now you advise you to get it how you live it though.
And now you advise you to get it how you live it though. 12 skinnies on the table with my bro love. Anything you need, we got it, you already know love. Chasing down this money, got my family in jeopardy. Try to numb the pain with pretty bitches laying next to me. Lena took my heart away, so I give them what's left of me. Hard, thick, and self-hate, the pussy be the therapy. Fuck them hard enough to make them say, Poppy, you scaring me. Competition hate to think about me coming up. I fantasize about them airing me. Living in the danger zone, reminisce about my temper. Used to bring the anger home. Take it out on Lena while Mikey was still developing. House of Blues, forcing my wifey to find sheltering. Lost a good friend along the way, he wasn't built for this. Understood him perfectly, Stallone Weathers forever. My nigga know you praying for me, that's just how the story goes. And now I'm on this corner barking on these niggas like cop and go, what you waiting on? Playing them corners with them phasers on. 30 shot 11s with them lasers on. We hooking niggas up the machines, sleeping while it's beeping, get your pages on. And I advise you to get it how you live it though.
Peace, what you need? We got it, what you need?
And I advise you to get it how you live it though.
No shorts, cop and go, the fuck out of here.
These rappers got you gassed up, something lovely. Before I say this verse, I'm giving thanks to God above me for keeping me safe. I'm selling poison to my brothers. I draw the line of selling mine to kids and pregnant mothers. They got you thinking that this life is glamorous. Fast cars and women looking scandalous. Bodies on them crazy, I fuck them until they're lazy, but it can't erase the memories. Close friends murdered, sending shots back to enemies. Even if you kill them, it'll never bring your mans back. Feeling type guilty, you were supposed to have your mans back. How you let them put so many shots up in your man's back? Sheesh. Then you tell yourself he knew the risk. We was moving heavyweight, my nigga wasn't new to this. At the funeral, about to lose your shit shaking. Your man didn't give his life for it, it was taken. And now you got the Mac 11 in your hands waiting like cop and go, what you waiting on? Playing them corners with them phasers on. 30 shot 11s with them lasers on. We hooking niggas up the machines, sleeping while it's beeping, get your pages on. And I advise you to get it how you live it though.
Keisha? Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
And I advise you to get it how you live it though.
I told you I'm not selling you shit, man. You already pregnant. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, yo, all y'all niggas let her go, man. Yo, don't nobody sell her shit. I don't care where she get it from. She ain't getting it from him. D, what the fuck you looking at, man? I'm not selling her that shit. She already pregnant. I don't give a fuck who say what, man. Do your job, I'ma do mine, man. You keep looking out. And start patting these niggas down before they come up in here, man. Y'all niggas is playing this shit real loose. Crazy, man.
Thanks for listening to PoPolitickin.com, a self-help meets hip-hop brand. If you are an artist or business owner wanting to be featured on PoPolitickin.com, contact us at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. That's PoPolitickin@gmail.com or text 760-717-5803. If you're a listener that enjoys the show and wants to support, you can donate to PoPolitickin.com via PayPal.com. Please send donations to PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Any amount will be helpful in continuing to create quality content and shows. As always, check out PoPolitickin.com for past episodes. Make sure you subscribe to PoPolitickin on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.